Over the past few decades, criminals have become very sophisticated in stealing our hard-earned cash, passwords, and security vulnerabilities. When the internet became mainstream, it was made even easier for them to access our accounts and plunder everything that was in them. Technology is used to keep our assets safe. However, they can also be used against us. In today's video, we will be taking a look at what is cybercrime, methods used by criminals to commit cybercrime, and how it affects society. Hello and welcome to another KYC Lookup video where we bring you AML related content to help you enhance your knowledge in the fight against money laundering. Before diving into today's video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Oh, and don't forget to leave us a comment with any suggested topics you would like us to cover in the future. We also have a special announcement to make, so be sure to watch until the end to find out what it is. So, on to today's video. What is cybercrime? Cybercrime is criminal activity that either targets or uses a computer network, or a networked device. Most, but not all, cybercrime is committed by cybercriminals or hackers who want to make money. What methods do cybercriminals use? Criminals are always coming up with ways to steal valuable information. Most of the time, their motivation is to steal money. Here is a list of a few methods used to commit cybercrimes. DDoS attacks, botnets, identity theft, cyberstalking, social engineering, or PUPs, PUPS. Now let's take a look at them more closely. DDoS stands for Distributed Denial of Service, and it's a method where cybercriminals flood a network with so much malicious traffic that it cannot operate or communicate as it normally would. This causes the site's normal traffic to come to a halt. Cyber thieves do this often to distract IT teams so that a more invasive cyber attack can occur. It's because of the potential damage they cause that DDoS attacks have been made illegal. After a 2006 amendment to the Computer Misuse Act 1990, it's a criminal offence to launch a DDoS attack. Botnets. A botnet is a form of malware that involves an interconnecting network of hacked computers that lead back to a centralised computer controlled by a cybercriminal, who can then easily deploy cyber attacks to the entire network. An example of one being used was back in 2016. The Mirai botnet was behind a massive distributed denial of service (DDoS) attack that left much of the internet inaccessible on the US East Coast. But what made the Mirai more notable was that it was the first major botnet to infect insecure IoT, Internet of Things, devices. At its peak, the worm infected over 600,000 devices. Most surprisingly of all, the botnet was created by a group of college kids looking to gain an edge in Minecraft. Identity theft. Identity theft is the crime of obtaining the personal or financial information of another person to use their identity to commit fraud, such as making unauthorised transactions or purchases. This is, what I would say, is the most common form of cybercrime. Cyberstalking. Cyberstalking is the use of the internet or other electronic means to stalk or harass an individual, group, or organisation. It may include false accusations, defamation, slander and libel. It may also include monitoring, identity theft, threats, vandalism, solicitation of sex, or blackmail. Social engineering. Social engineering is the act of exploiting human weaknesses to gain access to personal information and protected systems. Social engineering relies on manipulating individuals rather than hacking computer systems to penetrate a target's account. PUPs, potentially unwanted programs, can be used regardless of whether they are overly malicious, reduce privacy, and overall control of a computer system. But this is not all. It has recently been discovered that games like Minecraft are being hacked into so that criminals can steal valuable information, plant malware, and hijack your credit card details. The Log4Shell glitch, first discovered by users of the widely popular online game, allows another user to seize control of a device and execute programs without the owner's consent. Online services used by millions including Netflix, Amazon, Uber, and LinkedIn, and cloud-based services such as Apple iCloud, Android OS, Google Documents, and more are all understood to be under threat from the software bug. But how does cybercrime affect us all? Cybercrime generates massive profits for the criminals, and in 2020, it is estimated that $1 trillion was lost to them, with an additional $5 trillion for 2021. Every year, governments are spending more to increase their cybersecurity. For example, China is spending an estimated $1.1 billion this year to combat the problem. But we must all play our part and protect ourselves from having our computers hacked and our information stolen. A few simple ways to do this is: use an antivirus application on your computer, which will scan for any malware already on your device or potential weaknesses which will leave your computer susceptible to being hacked. Use strong passwords. Using a strong password makes it harder for hackers to gain access to your personal information. Use different passwords where needed, as using the same one leaves your device more open. Keep your software updated. This is especially important with your operating systems and internet security software. Cybercriminals frequently use known exploits or flaws in your software to gain access to your system. Patching those exploits and flaws can make it less likely that you'll become a cyber threat target. Manage your social media settings. Keeping your personal and private information secure on social media. Cybercriminals can often get your personal information with just a few data points, so the less you share publicly, the better. For instance, if you post your pet's name or reveal your mother's maiden name, you might expose the answers to 2 common security questions. Have ongoing dialogue with your children. You can teach them about acceptable use of the internet without shutting down communication channels. Make sure you know that they can come to you if they are experiencing any kind of online harassment, stalking, or bullying. Schools have now implemented online safety into their learning too. These are some of the things you can do at home to protect yourself. All information can be found online and is easily accessible. Well, there you have it. What is cybercrime, methods used by cybercriminals, and how it affects society. Please tell us in the comment section what other cybercrime methods criminals use and other ways we can protect ourselves. Now for the special announcement mentioned at the start of the video. We are now launching our very own courses for you to take a more in-depth look at a variety of subjects, such as Introduction to AML, Beneficial Ownership, and Customer Risk Rating, for example. So make sure you visit our website for further details, and let us help you connect the dots in KYC. Thank you for watching the video, and if you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe to watch more amazing videos.